Hey folks, I do have a quick valuation for you this morning. We have the Kyrotech Ascension, which I think actually came to the game 2 days ago. I was busy, and I'm going to be honest, I kind of thought I had already valued it. And then I was told that it was new. And then I came to find out that it wasn't actually new and that Moonborn had taken pictures of it 6 months ago. I just happened to never get around to doing anything about it, and we are going to fix that now. So if you're looking to buy the Kyrotech Ascension, stick around after the intro and we will talk about it. So, Kyrotech Ascension. Now, first thought here is that I found out for the first time, or maybe it's information that I did know in the past and I kind of just blocked it out. It's been so long since this has been a gate for me, that there are three types of Kyrotech. And I don't mean the power converters, I do mean three different levels, right? So, you have your prototype salvage, you have your prototypes, and then you have your full pieces. I'm sure that I knew that a long time ago, and I'm just relearning that information. It's not something that I see very often. Now, obviously, I am a very high level account. This is not something that I'm going to buy. I don't need Kyrotech. I have quite a bit of it, right? 2,600 shock prods, 3,000 battle computers. I haven't farmed Kyrotech in about maybe 6 months at this point. And my hordes are slowly diminishing a little bit, but that's okay because once they level up, I will, buy those items again while I'm working on other things. But for you, people who are in the mid game or the early game, if you're wondering what the value is on this, don't worry because I've got you covered. Let's head on over to my valuation sheets. We'll pop this one on over, head over to our Kyrotech Ascension, and here we go. Now, first up here is interesting to note is that the first tier is not free. You get nothing for free here. I don't know if in the past that was different and something has changed, but what I do notice is interesting that this might be the first time I see a negative valuation from CG's own standpoint. Now, normally when I see a negative valuation, it's because I've valued something a lot lower than CG has because of other ways to get it in the game. But we are using store values here. And even at store values, we are seeing a position where CG is saying if you buy this for $1.99, you are only getting $1.70 in value and you are losing 15% on that. That is crazy. I did not expect that. The nice thing, though, is that it does get better, I promise you. But I will say, if you are looking to just buy the 199, I would avoid it at all possible costs. But heading over to tier 2 and 3, we see about a 20% valuation on a $7 spend. Tiers 4 to 5, we're seeing a 80% increase valuation on a $17 spend. And that just keeps jumping up. Going from tier 6 to 8, we are seeing a 133% valuation increase. And then this should actually read tiers 9, 10, 11, 12. And at that point, you are getting almost a 200% increase in valuation, right? For $50, you are getting $142 in value. And that is solid. That is really nice. If you are in the mid game, if you are an early game player, if you are really limited by Kyrotech, I know $50 is a big spend. I'm not actually telling you to spend $50. I think that that is where people start to misconstrue my message. My message here is that if you are going to spend $50 and if you are in need of Kyrotech, and if you are wondering if the value is there at that tier, the answer is yes. Now, my TLDR here is that if you need Kyrotech and you want to spend, if you are spending at either of these two tiers, right, the 199 pack or the 499 pack, I wouldn't bother. The value isn't there. Just wait for those weekly Kyrotech packs that come around. That's going to be a much better value for you. If you are going to the 9.99 tier or above, I definitely see some pretty solid value there. My thought process here is that if I'm going to spend $17, I might as well double it. I might as well go and get that extra 20. And then this is a big jump on the top at the end, right? So that's my thoughts here. I know if you're in the late game, not worth it for you. Don't buy it. Doesn't make sense. There's no point. If you are in the early to mid game and you see this, absolutely. Oh, God, I hate that word. There is value, just not at the lower tiers. With all of that said, hope you found this helpful. Peace out. Have a great rest of your day.